Here are some fast facts on RRSPs. Number 1. RRSP stands for Registered Retirement Savings Plan. Registered just means that it is registered with the CRA, the Canadian Revenue Agency. Retirement because that's what most people use it for, to provide money down the road. Savings plan can be a bit confusing. It's not a savings account like a bank account, but rather a type of account into which you deposit money that has been saved. Number 2. The RRSP deadline. The first 2 months of the year are sometimes known as RRSP season. That's because there's a deadline to make your contributions in time to count for last year's tax return. This year's deadline is March 1st, 2017 to make your contributions count for the 2016 tax year. Number 3. How does an RRSP work? Contributions you make to an RRSP are an income deduction on your taxes. This leads to a lower tax bill, which for many Canadians might mean a tax refund check after you filed your taxes. Any investments or transactions inside your RRSP are not subject to tax, but when you take money out of your RRSP, it's treated like income and subject to income tax. So you can think of RRSPs as a giant tax deferral tool. Number 4. How do you grow an RRSP? You have a lot of choice in what you can invest in. Some people might mistakenly believe you can only hold low-risk, low-returning investments like Canada Savings Bonds, GICs, or high-interest savings accounts in an RRSP account. But you can actually invest in a lot of different products such as stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, gold, and more. Number 5. Parking an RRSP contribution. Some people miss the deadline because they get overwhelmed by all the investment choices that are available, or simply because they waited until the last minute and now feel like they don't have the time to make an informed investment selection. But the deadline is only for making the contribution. The investment decisions can actually come later if you need the time to figure it all out with an advisor or by yourself if you're going the do-it-yourself route. So if you have the money to contribute but feel stressed about the long-term investment decision-making, you can park your contribution in cash and then deploy that cash into an investment later when you have time to sit down and properly go over your options. Number 6. Making regular contributions instead of missing the deadline every year. A great way to take the stress out of the RRSP deadline is to make your contributions on an ongoing basis. Instead of waiting until the last minute to see what you could contribute, make it a priority by establishing upfront how much you want to contribute and set up an automated, periodic transfer of smaller amounts in perpetuity. You won't have to worry about the deadline ever again.